Hi, this is a tune by the great saxophone player Sonny Rollins, Oleo, and it's a rhythm changes tune. Rhythm changes, it's like blues. It's a basic schedule for the chord progression, but you can change some chords here and there. As you do when you play a jazz blues, you change a chord here and there, but you have the basic 12 or 16 bar blues or 24 or what you have, but there is a basic schedule to start from. I will also talk about what soloing scales you can use when you're soloing on this tune. So it starts with, alright, and that's a vamp, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. B flat major 7, G minor 7, C minor 7 and F7, that's the chord. And it goes 2 times in 4 bars, and the scale to use here is, and as you heard, it goes quite fast, so you can, I mean, when C minor comes, you can play the chord tones and so on, but to get the flow, for me it's easier to play just in this case when it goes fast, whatever tune it is. I play the scale that works for all the chords. I try to find that, and this is the B flat major scale, the Ionian scale to these chords. From the 5th bar in the tune, the chords are B flat 6th, the B flat 7 with a D in the bass, the major 3rd in the bass, E flat major 7, and E flat minor 6th to D minor 7, G7, C minor 7, F7, and then it goes from the beginning. So it's quite many chords here, and when it goes in a fast tempo, it's kind of hard to get these chords all the time. So I have target notes in these chords. On the first chord here, B flat sixth, I have the B flat tone, and the second I have the seventh tone, B flat seventh. It's an A flat tone, yes. And then I have the G tone, that's the major third in the E flat major 7 chord. And then I have the minor third to this minor chord, the G flat tone. And then the F on D minor 7, the B on G7, the E flat on C minor 7, and the A on F7. So when I'm soloing, if I soloing from the beginning here in the A part slowly, can sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. And so when I come to these chords, I try to go to those target notes, like the 7 notes there and so on. So that helps. Sometimes you are fast enough to play on all scales, but sometimes it's better to have those target notes and do something with them. And you don't need to play all the target notes as this. I mean, or you can play like that, but you can also just and go back to the B flat major scale, or another scale if you find something here. The importance is to have those target notes and you know them and hear them. That's even more important. Okay. So that's the A part, the chords and the scales. All right. The B part, that's the characteristics of rhythm changes. Because you start on, it's a dominant chord, it's 7th chords, and it's D7, G7, C7, F7. All right, and there are dominants to each other. So D7 is dominant to G7, that's dominant to C7, that's dominant to F7, that's dominant to B flat major 7. All right, and there we are back in the A part again, the third time. A3. The form is AABA. So now we are in the B part, and you can play Mixolydian on all these scales. D7, D7 and G7, C7 and F7. So Mixolydian is a good basic scale to have, but you can also put in altered scales to these chords and altered tones. It's better to say altered tones, I think, because you can choose different scales depending on what mood you're in or something, or where you are in your improvising. So I used to have 3 kind of altered scales. It's the altered scale and the dominant diminished scale and the whole tone scale as 3 basic altered scales. So on D7 the altered scale. Alright? And then you can play those when you comp. You can play those altered tones as well. Alright. Okay. And you have the dominant diminished scale. Okay. And here you have the flatted 9, the raised 9, the raised fourth, and then we also have the whole tone scale. Like that. And there you have the sharp fourth and the sharp fifth tone. So these are the altered scales. Some are, I mean, you can. There are other scales that use altered tones, but these three are good to have as basic scales in my world. Alright? And here they are on the D7 chord. You will have a PDF file with these chords on every chord in the B part. Okay. These are the chords and the scales to Oleo. A great song, and it's a great it's a great melody to practice as well. It's a bebop melody here, and to play it fast you must learn it properly and take it slow and go and play it faster and faster. But have this. Don't play it fast at once if you don't sure you fix it. It's better to start slow and go faster and faster to master the tunes you play. Alright, thank you for listening to this lesson with the song Oleo by Sonny Rollins. Hope to see you again, and have a great time. Till then.